Hey, buddy, what's going on? Good morning, Sunday morning to you, my friends, here on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. Guys, Sunday morning, 11 o'clock. Wow, it's almost lunch hour. I wanted to make a little video for you, and if you'll stay till the end, going to leave you a free gift on here. Just want to talk to you a little bit about the business. Maybe back when I started and share with you some of the experiences I had. Man, I had a lot of frustrations when I first started because I didn't completely understand. So I did something that was a little bit different. This is an online marketing opportunity that we do, but I did mine, took it in a little bit different direction, and it worked. Okay, and I want to share with you how I used that to get to where I am today with my business. Okay, yeah, at first it was a little frustrating. I saw what the guy was providing me with, and I got excited, and I got, all that, got jacked up and all that stuff. What's all this crazy stuff? And I thought, well, how in the world am I going to promote this business right here? Well, of course, he contacted me through a lot of people talking about my post this morning. uh, so I thought, well, I'll do Craigslist, and I did, and I had some success, and I had people joining me, and that kind of thing. Okay, but I took it a step further, guys, when I first started doing this about 7 years ago. Okay, what I did was, man, there's people that are going crazy today on Facebook talking to everybody. I went and bought to Vistaprint. I went and bought a bunch of business cards. In fact, I always keep them around. Here's a little box right here, Vistaprint. And here's my cards in here. I got, like, I don't know, 500 for $9.95. Like everybody else does. Okay, what I did, guys, you don't have to do this, but you can relate to it, and it'll give you another way to think about promoting your business. It's offline, but offline provides probably 30 to 35% of my income, guys. So don't just not do it. It's something to think about if you don't mind walking a little bit and talking to people. Okay. And here's what I did. I got the cards, and where I'm from, there's a lot of apartment complexes in my community. There's probably 50,000 apartment units in my community, which is a lot of people. 50,000 people. Friends of friends of friends of friends. So what I did was I just pulled my car up to the apartment complex, and I started knocking on doors, and I told them, hey, my name is Mark Bosley, and I'm trying to create an online business for myself, and I think it would work for lots of other people who are either working from home or they're trying to create an extra income into their household. And I would have my driver's license, so here's my ID, and I'm not just somebody wanting something from you, so I wouldn't scare them off, because, you want to be careful about knocking on, people's doors and soliciting. In some places it's against the law, or they frown on it, but, I was determined. I was wanting to make some money. I knew the company that I worked for, they represented Fortune 500 companies I had heard of all my life, so I knew right away that I could do this if I can just tap into how I can get others to think like me, to get excited like me. So I thought, if I talk to them face to face, not only will that help the process, but it will build my strengths when I go to talk to people online, when I go to talk to people on the telephone. I will learn how to talk to them, how to associate with them, and how to communicate with them. Okay, and I would be able to understand their frustration a little bit more when they wanted to join, they wanted to create an additional income, and they wanted to do this thing called online marketing. I would be able to do it. So I would have my card, and my card was very simple. So it was really bright. It was yellow, just like they are today. That's my name, my email, and my phone number. Okay, that's it. That's it. And my domain name. Okay, I just kept it simple. I made it really, really bright, so if I left and they set it down in their apartment, they would see this yellow card across the room, or they would see it in their wallet, or they would see it in their purse. It was just god-awful yellow, but I did that deliberately so you would see it, like you guys can see it right here online, okay? But anyway, so I would say, I'm going out today, and I'm going to give out 500 cards or 1,000 cards. So I had to knock on a lot of doors, you know. Or I'd also go to restaurants in my community like McDonald's or Burger King or Walmart, and I would generally try to figure out a way to strike up a conversation about people. I mean, with people about, not about, you know, their business or what they were doing, but if they would be open to looking at something that might create some extra dollars or an extra way for them to make an income in their household. I mean, who's going to say no to that? I mean, you don't want to look like a slob. You don't have to dress in a three-piece suit, but you need to dress accordingly. Okay, you want a haircut, and you just want to dress accordingly, like, and you want to try to speak, you know, as best you can. You know, you don't want to come off standoffish. You just want to let people know that, hey, you know, I'm trying to create an online business in my community, and I had a full-time job at that time, and I'd say, well, I work just down the street over here if you want to come check me out and see if I'm real, and here's my driver's license. And I'm trying to create this thing called online marketing to get away from that and be my own boss. Would you be open to looking at something like that? You know, 8 out of 10 people are going to say, sure, give me the card, you know, I'll look at it later on, or I'll look at it on my phone. And they may not look at it right away. They might look at it tomorrow, the next day, or the next week, you know. But anyways, I gave out, you know, those 500 cards. It took me, you know, several hours, 5 or 6 hours to do that. Let me tell you something, guys. It was crazy. I started getting phone calls before I ever even got home. Okay, my voicemail was full, and I guess it was full when they called, so they began to email me. Okay, long story short, I did about $4,000 that month. Not that day, but those 500 cards added up to about $4 grand that month right there. So I spent the next 3 weeks answering, you know, 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks answering people's phone calls and walking them through the process for only about 4 or 5 hours work that day giving out those cards. Okay, I did about $4 grand. That was 7 years ago. Okay, so I said to myself, man, that was, you know, that was pretty cool. It was, you know, it was like $1,000 a week, and that's pretty good money here in Huntsville, Alabama. It's pretty good money for a guy who's just a high school graduate. You know, I'm really uneducated as far as school's concerned. Okay, I'm just a working stiff. I always have been. I'm a blue collar guy, but I have a way of talking with people. I learned to speak with people. I learned to identify with their frustrations and their struggles, you know, to pay bills, buy an alternator for their car, or braces, or even save up enough money to buy a new car. There's a lot of people out there that struggle in this world, and I learned about them, and it taught me a lot about myself, you know, what I thought, you know, in my mind, my image was to everybody else, and I was not the person that I thought I was. And it really groomed me for success. It helped me to become a leader. It helped me to become an authority, and it helped me to communicate with people better. So what I did, guys, was I ordered another 1,000 cards. I said, if I can give out 500 cards and make $4,000 in a month's time, you know, just spending 4 or 5 hours, what if I give out 1,000 cards? Then what's going to happen? Okay? So I did. I got the 1,000 cards, and I went out, you know, when I got them on the weekend. And it took me all weekend to give away 1,000 cards. I was not going home until I put 1,000 cards in 1,000 people's hands. I didn't stick them under windshield wipers. I didn't stick them in their doors. I stuck them in people's hands. Okay? And I had that pitch the whole time. Would you be open to looking? Okay? I didn't try to sell the comp plan. I didn't try to sell the business. I didn't try to say my business was better than anybody else's. I simply said, would you be open to looking at a way to create an extra stream of income into your household? Okay? And sure, I gave him my card. So I did probably about $7,000 the following month. So I did about $11,000 in 2 months. Guys, it used to take me 6 or 7 months to make $11,000 with my full-time job, that 40-hour-a-week job. You know what I mean? So I would spend 40 hours a week and to get my little paycheck, as opposed to went out on the weekends, gave out these cards in a day or a day or two, and I made, you know, that much money in a month's time. Okay, so it wasn't long for me before I quit my full-time job and started doing this full-time. Okay, now I still go out, you know, and give out these cards. I don't go out as much because I've probably gone to every single apartment complex in my city, but that doesn't mean I can't drive to the next town or the next town or the next town and do the exact same thing. And you can too if, you know, that's something you're willing to do, okay? Other ways I generated curiosity to my business was I put flyers up on bulletin boards at local colleges, at the laundromat, at Walmart, at grocery stores, and different places like that. I didn't run out and spend all the money that I made on stuff when I made the money. I reinvested it in my business. Maybe I bought a little bit better phone or a little bit better computer, or I bought some flyers, or I bought some more business cards, okay? You always set back a certain percentage of the money that you earn from your business to reinvest it, okay? That's the key, is to reinvest in your business and in yourself, okay? Then your success will grow from that, okay? Guys, you're not going to be a millionaire overnight, and I'm not a millionaire now 7 years later, but I don't work for anybody, okay? I call the shots, I do what I want to do when I want to do it, okay? But it still means I have to sit down and make a daily plan or a weekend plan or some sort of plan of attack with my business, okay? Like tomorrow is Monday, it's a really big day. I've already got my ads and everything written for my Craigslist posts. And I haven't gone out for a long, long time and given out any business cards. So tomorrow I think I've got about 400 or 500, hanging around right now that I keep with me all the time. I think I may go out and talk with, like a barber shop or a pizza store, just someplace like that where there's some other people, they're not making enough money at those kinds of stores. So they're always going to be open to looking at something that's going to create more money for them, okay? The people in the service industry, they are really, really great leads. They're great prospects because they are in the service industry, so they're used to talking to people. They've got a flow with communication. They've got a mindset that you're looking for, okay? We're always saying that we want to look for like-minded people, okay? Well, those are like-minded people, not just because they say, I want to join an online business. They're just service-friendly people, and they make for great communicators in this business, okay? I did a little posting on Facebook last night. I want you to look up here. 58 people sent me a friend's request. 58, guys. 58. That's 7 years later, okay? I haven't clicked on them. I haven't responded to that yet because I wanted you to see that. I didn't just want to say it. I want to show you proof. I checked all the messages so I know what they wanted, and I'm still following up with them. But I got to go on there right now. I'm going to have to delete some people, guys, because I've got 4,997 people who are my friends, and not all of them are active, okay? Not only that, but I've got over 8,000 followers right here. So that's how you get those people, guys, is you reach out, you connect with them, you identify with their frustrations, you identify with what's going on in their world, and you solve those problems. Typically, they're financial problems. How do you make more money? Okay, that's the problem that I focus on. Everything else, if you got a little bit of money, it doesn't buy you 100% happiness, but it sure makes life a lot easier when you've got extra money, hanging around at your house, okay? But the business cards was a great idea for me, and the flyers that I put on the bulletin boards really worked really well. You could put magnets on your car. You could put signs in your yard to attract attention. But I just wanted to share with you that information, guys, about how I got started, and I leveraged the business card aspect to grow my business, okay? But guys, look, I'm going to put my link in the description box below. If you're interested in joining my business, connect with me. I'll put my Facebook link, my phone number, and I'll also put that free gift in there that I told you I'd share with you. Guys, if this provided any value, any content, please like, comment, and share my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. And man, I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.